Hey guys, it's Katsu aka Cats and Camera, and today I am finally, everybody else has done it in the whole Booktube community world, but I'm finally doing the Booktube Real Talk tag. So this was created by Books with Alyssa J, and also let's just throw it out there that I look a hot mess right now, so I'm sorry about that, but it's fucking warm in England right now and I've just been at work, so excuse this whole area. Not that it's that good at the best of times. So yes, this is a very chatty book tag, so I should probably get into the questions right now. So question 1 is, what's something nobody told you about Booktube before you started your channel? And honestly, nobody told me anything about Booktube because I didn't know anyone doing it. I wasn't really active talking to people at that point. I found it, my feelers found Booktube as a whole, and then after a little while I thought, hey, I've got opinions of every single thing that people keep talking about, why don't I actually put them to a camera and make my own channel? So I guess the easy answer that a lot of people seem to say is, oh, nobody told me how long it would take, or nobody told me how much effort it would be. But nobody had to. I know that recording stuff and editing stuff takes a long time, so that was never something that was a shock to me. I guess nobody told me that you can put videos out constantly and attempt to get your name out there but it not happen. It's a very fickle place, it's a very lucky place. You can do one thing and it pop off and get a bajillion subscribers. You can be on here for years and do a lot of things and nobody cares. It's all the luck of the draw. So question 2 is, what is your opinion on typical Booktube videos, wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, etc.? And I mean, they're essential, they're a necessary part of Booktube in my opinion. They get the most views, they're something that people can go to if they want to find people that have similar taste to them. You can quickly go to a wrap-up or a haul and be like, hey, I really want to read that book, hey, I really liked that book, and then find people out. I mean, it's hard to actually break free of the normal mold of Booktube, I think anyway, because like I said, people watch them videos and you can put a lot of time and effort into another video that's creative and you've really enjoyed and you're really excited about, and then nobody watches it, so it's kind of disheartening. I know Booktube is not all about the views. If it was, I wouldn't be here, but it is, like I say, kind of disheartening when you put a lot of time and effort and work into something, or even if you don't, even if you do a really quick video but you think, oh, that was really cool and I really enjoyed that, and then nobody watches it. It's kind of like, oh, okay, I would just quickly go and do a massive wrap-up instead, or a haul. Or I would also put readathon TBRs in there because they do get a lot of views as well. People do seem to like that. If they're doing the same readathon, they want to see what you're reading. So yeah, if you do watch Booktube, then I would say try and put a bit of effort into watching stuff that you wouldn't normally watch. For example, I did a video recently with my Game of Thrones pop-up book. It got about 30 views. It's only a 3-minute video. A few weeks ago I did a video about my favourite Broken Boys characters, which I really enjoyed because they're some of my favourite characters and I got to talk about people that I really like reading about, and that got hardly any views. So yeah, if you like Booktube, I mean later on there's a question about Booktube dying, which I don't think it is, spoiler, but if you do want to make sure Booktube doesn't die, then, you know, when you see some videos that kind of don't catch the eye of TBR, haul, wrap-up, try and watch them as well because you might enjoy it. So question 3 is, what is an assumption you had about Booktube before you joined? Was it proven correct or not? Again, like the first question, I didn't really have many presumptions coming in. It was literally just a case of me watching people's videos and I had opinions or thoughts on what they were talking about, and I thought, why don't I put that to a camera and share it? So I didn't really have any assumptions. I guess, well, even now, I guess I can assume that it's a really big community and everybody gets on with everyone, but honestly, I don't really have a group. I have maybe like 3, 4, maybe 5 people that I could potentially count as my group on Booktube, but I'm pretty much just a loner sat over here doing videos. So yeah, I guess that's an assumption. I assumed it would be more welcoming. Everyone goes on about it being so welcoming, and it is when you do your first video. If you do the Booktube newbie tag, straight away, loads of people watch it, loads of people comment, it's really nice. but then they don't actually care about your content, so they don't carry on watching you. I mean, they probably sometimes they do, but yeah, I'm not part of the community. I'm just like over here with my own thing. If I'm part of your community, my little group of maybe 5 people, if you know, you know who you are, but yeah, in general, it's not a thing for me. Question 4 is, what's something you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have done anything to help me grow my audience. I do all the normal things, like I'll share my video on my Instagram, but I mean, let's not even get into the whole Instagram of how it's all follow for follow and nobody actually cares about what you're putting out. That's another talk for another time, but I put it on there. I used to put it on Goodreads and share it about, and I comment in lots of people's videos and stuff, but I don't feel like I've done anything specifically that has helped my channel grow. It's a very much a trickly growth. Been here a few years. I'm under 400 subscribers. It's dribs and drabs, and I don't mind. Watch my videos if you like it. Don't feel like you have to subscribe. If only 400 people or less than 400 people in the world enjoy my content, then hey, there you go. That's what I've got. But apparently Twitter is a really good thing, but all I hear from Twitter on this side of the wall, the non-Twitter wall, is absolutely toxic and shit. So I don't want to join Twitter, even though apparently it's a really good way to share your channel and stuff. So it's kind of like a, should I, shouldn't I don't want to. Should I? It's toxic. Maybe I will at some point join it, but I'm not interested enough to write a sentence on Twitter that anybody cares about. I can take a pretty picture, which is why I do Instagram, but I don't have any words to say. But I do think my main thing, it's not necessarily helped my channel grow, but it is something that people seem to like, is I do talk about a lot of LGBT books. A few years ago, I've actually done 2 updates on this, but a few years ago I did my all the LGBT books I own video, and that's got both of them. I did like the contemporary books and then the fantasy sci-fi books, and both of them videos got a couple of thousand views on them each, which I think is really cool. People are still watching it now. It's still one of my most watched videos, even though, like I said, last year and the year before I did an updated version and then an even updated version. So instead of 2 videos with 27 books on each, I have like 110 books in one video. So yeah, I guess people come here for that, which is cool. So question 5 is, what is a common mistake you see new booktubers making or that you made? I think the mistake that I made is that I made a few videos and then I kind of fell off and left it for a few months, and then when I came back, obviously nobody cares anymore, if anybody cared in the first place. But I think a lot of new people, there's like issues with sound, I feel like is one of the main things. Just really quiet videos. And it's an easy fix. I mean, I used to use Windows Movie Maker, which is free. The one I use now is free as well, but I used to use Windows Movie Maker, and there's just like a little thing where you can just turn the volume up. So it's not like a hard fix. You don't need to get better equipment to be able to have better volume, I feel like. Just pop it up in post-production. But I feel like that's the main issue. Or this whole music and sound thing, like having music in your video and then the video sound being really low and then the music being really high, and then it's like an assault to your ears because you don't know whether to turn it up or turn it down. I feel like that's something that a lot of people, new people, sort of get wrong. Everyone feels like they have to have an intro and it's like, ah! And then the person's like, oh yeah, hi guys, yeah. And it's just, you don't know what to do with your speakers. So yeah, I guess that one. Question 6 is, I've got 1 finger up because I'm holding the thing, so I haven't got 6 fingers. Question 6 is, what are your thoughts on working with publishers or sponsorships? I think it's completely awesome to work with publishers, sponsorships. Last month, I think it was, I got my first ever physical book to review, which I thought was awesome. I thought it was amazing that somebody actually thought my opinion was even worth sending a book out to me, so that's really cool. Publishers and sponsorships, that's fine, as long as it integrates with your channel, as long as it's something you're interested in. What I don't like about it is when people have books that they're talking about that they know they're never going to read, and they talk about it like, oh yeah, this is the new book from blah 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 blah, this is going to be amazing, it's the 3rd book in the series. I've not read the other 2 because I clearly don't care about it, but I've got paid to say this one, so hey, read this book. That's the sort of thing that I don't like. I'm like, you're allowed to say no if you're not interested in it. That's my opinions. you should only accept sponsorships if you're actually interested in what they're talking about. Or I've seen that Squarespace, I think it is it Squarespace or is it Skillshare? Skillshare, Squarespace, those seem to be popular, and they've sort of drifted into Booktube as well, which is awesome because it means Booktube is big enough and relevant enough to get these sponsorships by these same brands that do the really big YouTubers. But what I would like to see is people actually integrating it into their video instead of just doing it really boring. If anyone watches Draw with Jazza, he does it really good. He always throws his sponsorships out and they work with the video. If you're just rolling off a script and having it not make any relevance to your actual videos or what you talk about, I'm just going to skip it. I don't care what you're talking about. But if you make it interesting, then I'm going to watch it. And question 7 is, do you think Booktube is dying? A spoiler alert earlier on in the video, no, I don't think it's dying. I feel like a lot of new people have come into Booktube quite recently. There's this new wave of people, so clearly it's not dying because it's getting bigger. But I do think there's like a sort of shift in how Booktube sort of operates, how it works. Now, this is no shade to anybody, but I feel like there's this sort of these two different versions of Booktube. You have the old school, who are the people that have got all the big subscribers. They're the sort of the pioneers. They're the people that created Booktube and made it happen. I feel like they have a similar sort of aesthetic to sort of kids TV presenters. Very excited, very joyous about everything they do. Just enjoy it, which is amazing. I love the fact that people enjoy what they're doing. And then the new sort of, the newbies coming in are more sort of chill, skeptical. It's a lot easier for them to say, I don't like that book, it was terrible, rather than the kids TV presenter side of Booktube won't really tell you if they don't like stuff. These people will fucking tell you. So I feel like it's just a different sort of feel, a different atmosphere to it. Both of them are good. Both of them you want at different times. If you want to watch something that's like, oh my god, hey guys, this is amazing, that's awesome. If you want to watch something that's like, hey guys, this is a rant review of something, let me go on for 20 minutes about this book and how terrible I think it is, then we've got that as well. I just think it's sort of branching out into a different place, and it's clearly not dying. Yes, that was the question. There's the answer. Went on a bit of a ramble there. Oh my god, this video is so long. And the last question, question 8, is tag some friends. I'm not tagging anyone because everyone's done this. If you haven't done it, do it if you want. This video is way too long. I like to keep my videos under 10 minutes, but I feel like this is not going to be able to be under 10 minutes because I can't cut out my rambling. Bugger. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to check out some of the others, then I've said that all wrong, but I have other videos, check them out. And if you enjoy them, then please subscribe, that'll be awesome. I said that wrong as well. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.